Tales of the Sacred Legend of Luang Phor Derm, Wat Nong Pho, Nakhon Sawan Province. Thai people who follow the monastic lineage and are interested in sacred objects must know the renowned name of Luang Phor Derm of Wat Nong Pho, or Pra Kru Ni Wata Tham Makan, or Luang Phor Derm put to sorrow. This is due to his status as the deity of Nakhon Sawan, who is credited with creating the most renowned ritual knives in Thailand. Many disciples came to him to study Buddhist magic. Today, 165 years ago, corresponding to February 6, 1860, was the day he was born. On this day, we present the biography and stories of Luang Phor Derm's Buddhist magic. Luang Phor's ancestors were farmers in Nong Pho village. His father's name was Niyom Pu Money, and his mother's name was Phu. His father was born in Ban Noon Makok, about 2 stations beyond Nong Pho village. Later, he married the mother of Derm, who was a resident of Nong Pho, and they moved their family to Ban Pho. Derm was born on Wednesday, the 11th waning day of the 3rd lunar month, year of the monkey, on February 6, 1860. He had 5 siblings. During his youth, Derm received education and guidance from Wat Nong Pho. In the past, farmers would often entrust their sons to the temple during the dry season, between the 9th and 11th lunar months, as it was a period free from farming work. Later, during his adolescence, records indicate that Derm enjoyed raising animals and was very skilled with doves. It was said that he could readily identify their calls, a skill he reportedly learned from a bird trapper in the village. It is also said that he loved all kinds of animals, and even after becoming a monk, he kept many animals. In his younger days, Derm would often wear a white cloth wrapped around his head. He was a fair-skinned, tall, slender man with a long face and a prominent forehead. The reason he covered his head was because he had curly hair, which he feared would lead to teasing. Thai people at the time did not particularly favor curly hair. Furthermore, Derm had a disposition different from most young men. He had no inclination toward worldly pleasures. It is said that these qualities might have been a personal merit that would lead him to ordain and benefit Buddhism in the future. He was considered very pure even before his ordination, with past merits supporting his path in the footsteps of the Buddha until the end of his life. When he reached the age for ordination, his parents inquired about his willingness, and he did not object. Eventually, he was ordained at Wat Khao Kyo, Pha Yuha Kiri District, Nakhon Sawan Province, on Sunday, the 13th waning day of the 11th lunar month, on October 31, 1880. His preceptor was Luang Phor Kyo of Wat Intra Ram, Wat Nai. His first assisting monk was Luang Phor Ngon, Pra Kru Pa Yua Nu Sazak, of Wat Pra Prang Lueong, the Nam Oi subdistrict, and his second was Luang Phor Te of Wat Satala, Satala subdistrict, Pha Yua Kiri district. He received the Buddhist monastic name Put the Sorrow. After ordination, he returned to reside at Wat Nong Pho to study and learn the path that a newly ordained monk should follow. Given that Luang Phor had not received much formal education prior to entering monastic life, he dedicated himself intensely while residing at Wat Nong Pho. This included learning the Vinaya, monastic discipline, and memorizing the 10 sections of the Vinaya Pitaka, which are fundamental for a newly ordained monk. He studied this with Luang Ta Cham, the abbot of Wat Nong Pho, for a total of 7 years, starting with his first year as a monk. In addition, he studied the Pariyatti Dhamma, theoretical Buddhist teachings, and basic incantations and magic by becoming a disciple of Archen Phan Chu Phan, a layman who was a direct student of Luang Phor Tao. Archen Phan was very proficient in Pariyatti. Luang Phor's education under Archen Phan, a layman, was the first step that led to Luang Phor Derm's greater understanding. Later, Luang Phor continued his Pariyatti studies with Luang Phor Mi, receiving thorough instruction that furthered his knowledge. However, he did not stop seeking knowledge and went on to study with Archen Yam, a layman, at Wat Satala. There, Luang Phor was capable of passing the Parian examination, higher-level Buddhist studies, in the royal field in one attempt, but he studied solely for knowledge and did not aspire to become a Parian or Maha, great scholar. Once he had thoroughly mastered the Pariyatti, he was advised to study preaching in order to disseminate the knowledge he had acquired to lay devotees, parents, siblings, aunts, and uncles. Subsequently, He also studied the art of preaching with Praarch and Noom of Wat Khao Thong, becoming proficient in reading palm leaf manuscripts for sermons and in the melodies of preaching in Pali. Upon completing his studies, he returned to Wat Nong Pho as before. Luang Phor Derm diligently studied the pariyatti, incantations, magic, and vipassana meditation. He also learned about making sacred objects. His teachers in this area included Luang Phor Te of Wat Satala. Luang Phor Te imparted knowledge of vipassana, incantations, and the consecration of amulets. Another teacher was Luang Phor Ngon of Wat Pra Prang Lueong. From him, he learned the Jindamani Seraph and Nuek holy water magic. He also studied with a Luang Phor from Wat Khao Ho, Chan Den District, Banfit Phisai District, and Nakhon Sawan Province. This Luang Phor's name is uncertain. The specific knowledge gained is not mentioned, only that Luang Phor Derm often spoke of him. He went to Luang Phor Kham of Wat Khao Kyo. There, he studied the art of making the ritual knife, mitmor. Luang Phor Derm gained notoriety for his proficiency with ritual knives as a result. He gained immense fame. His studies took a total of 12 years. This made him highly knowledgeable and deeply respected by all the people of Nong Pho. A significant reason behind the miraculous tales of Luang Phor Derm's ritual knife is that its creation was intended to offer protection against the bullying prevalent in the past. Luang Phor Derm's ritual knife was sometimes called Mit Prab Cha Tri, knife to subdue warriors. Local thugs, often empowered by Sakyant tattoos bearing incantations, bodies treated with invulnerability-inducing herbal baths, and an array of both natural and consecrated amulets, would frequently harass the vulnerable villagers. These individuals had a strong belief in the protective power of their acquired items, which emboldened their disruptive behavior. Therefore, Luang Phor Derm created the ritual knife with universal Buddhist efficacy, protection against black magic, self-defense against enemies, exorcising possessing spirits, dispelling the power of invulnerability, and protection against venomous snakes and other dangerous creatures. There are many miraculous tales that exist, such as Nai Ke Lai, a Takli merchant traveling to Tak Pha district and getting into a dispute with two local thugs who also had guns. However, Nai Ke Lai was carrying Luang Phor Derm's ritual knife. When the two locals fired their guns at Nai Ke Lai in front of dozens of witnesses, the bullets could not penetrate his body in any way. Later, due to Luang Phor Derm's widely renowned virtues, the authorities requested a royal bestowal of a monastic title, which he received as Pra Ni Wat Tham Makan on December 30, 1932, on the occasion of the birthday celebrations of King Vaji Ravai, Rama VI. It is said that in his later years, Luang Phor foresaw his passing. In early 1951, Luang Phor called a meeting of the temple committee and his close relatives, where he announced three things that astonished everyone. I entrust the responsibility of managing the affairs of Wat Nong Pho to Luang Phor, who later became Pra Kru Ni Phon Tham Makut, the current abbot, to take care of things in my stead. I urge the villagers to continue their support for Luang Phor Noi in the temple's matters, just as they supported me, ensuring good relations endure between the temple and the community. My passing is near, do not grieve karma. Please help build a coffin for me, so that it will not be a burden or troublesome task to arrange after my passing. According to what the Supreme Buddha taught, making plans in advance is a sign of wisdom in all situations. Help build a cremation pyre for my royal cremation, according to the faith and generosity of the devotees, so that it will be convenient after my passing and there will be no need for hurried and tiring preparations later. Regarding this third point, the temple committee thought that Luang Phor Derm would not pass away in the near future, so they did not order its construction along with the coffin. It was only when Luang Phor showed clear signs of imminent passing that the construction of the cremation pyre was completed, after Luang Phor Derm had already passed away. After this, Luang Phor Derm remained strong and continued his activities as before, a testament to his enduring spirit that defied their expectations. However, on May 15, 1951, Luang Phor Derm experienced symptoms of acute illness, leading to him becoming bedridden. On May 22, 1951, a strange event occurred. Luang Phor Derm's elephants, which worked in the forest, struggled and refused to work that day. Despite the Mahout's best efforts to control them, they turned back and headed toward Wat Nong Pho. Luang Phor was already seriously ill when the elephants rushed to Wat Nong Pho. The elephants themselves were listless and refused to eat anything, as if aware of Luang Phor's impending passing. As time went by, Luang Phor raised both hands and placed them on his chest. His eyes closed peacefully, as if entering meditation. Suddenly, rain began to fall heavily without any prior signs. In what the villagers believed to be his final miracle, Luang Phor caused the rain to fall, sustaining the people of Nong Pho and averting a drought. Subsequently, Luang Phor Derm passed away peacefully at the age of 92, having served 70 years in the monkhood. The Maha Niyom Katha is a prayer believed to enhance charm. This prayer is often recited before traveling to negotiate various matters, with the belief that it will inspire kindness and compassion in those who encounter the reciter, be they superiors, clients, loved ones, or elders. When intoned for auspiciousness, alongside righteous living, it is believed to yield positive results for regular practitioners. Recommendation for Luang Phor Derm's Metta Maha Niyom Mantra. Metta Maha Niyom Mantra, a prayer for great popularity and loving kindness. Luang Phor Derm was a venerable teacher, deeply respected for his profound ascetic practices and accumulated merit. He was known to possess significant spiritual power, and was believed to have miraculous abilities. Luang Phor Derm of Wat Nong Pho received this highly revered mantra from Luang Phor Derm. I recommend reciting it every morning and evening to cultivate loving-kindness. Sincere recitation of this mantra is believed to foster kindness and support when approaching respected individuals or those in positions of authority. Additionally, it is said that applying face powder after reciting the mantra can imbue the wearer with an aura of loving kindness that resonates with those they encounter. Now let us chant the preliminary prayer. Before chanting to any Thai Buddhist statue or amulet, first, chant 3 times of this initial mantra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะเมตตาโมกรุณาพุทธปราณีทายินดียะเอ็นดูมะคือตัวกูอะคือคนทั้งหลายอุเมตตาแก่กูสวาหะนะโมพุทธายะนะเมตตาโมกรุณาพุทธปราณีทายินดียะเอ็นดูมะคือตัวกูอะคือคนทั้งหลายอุเมตตาแก่กูสวาหะนะโมพุทธายะนะเมตตาโมกรุณาพุทธปราณีทายินดียะเอ็นดูมะคือตัวกูอะคือคนทั้งหลายอุเมตตาแก่กูสวาหะนะโมพุทธายะ
Just as we have recited this sacred mantra with the intention of cultivating loving kindness and attracting positive connections, may you be blessed with genuine kindness from all those you encounter, unwavering support in all your endeavors, and harmonious relationships that bring joy and fulfillment to your life's journey.